debts, and dues. After 5 sons, when a daughter was born, her parents lovingly named her Nirupama. Such a refined name had never been heard in their family before. Names were usually after deities like Ganesh, Kartik, or Parvati. Now arrangements were underway for Nirupama's marriage. Her father, Ramsundar Mitra, searched hard but couldn't find a suitable groom. At last, he found the only son of a titled Rai Bahadur. Though the family's wealth had declined, it was still considered aristocratic. The groom's family demanded a dowry of 10,000 rupees along with many gifts. Without hesitation, Ramsundar agreed such a match could not be missed. But he could not gather all the money. Even after borrowing, selling, and trying everything, he fell short by 6 or 7,000. The wedding day drew near. On the wedding day, the lender who had promised the remaining money failed to show up. Chaos broke out. Ramsundar pleaded, "I will surely repay it," but the Rai Bahadur declared, "Without full payment, the groom will not proceed." Inside the house, panic spread. Meanwhile, Nirupama, dressed as a bride, sat quietly. She felt no real affection for her future in-laws. Suddenly, the groom defied his father and said, "I don't care about bargaining. I came to marry, and I will marry." The elders criticized him, blaming modern education. The wedding was completed, but in a gloomy, joyless way. When Nirupama left, her father wept uncontrollably. She asked, "Will they ever let me come back?" He replied, "Of course, I'll bring you." But at her in-laws' house, Ramsundar had no respect. Even servants looked down on him. Sometimes he could see his daughter briefly, sometimes not at all. Determined to repay the dowry, he fell deeper into debt. Meanwhile, Nirupama was constantly taunted. Her mother-in-law insulted her, saying her beauty meant nothing, since her family hadn't paid fully. She was neglected even in food and care, as if she had no rightful place there. Hearing of her suffering, Ramsundar even tried to sell his house secretly to repay the debt, but his sons stopped him. Still, he kept borrowing small amounts at high interest, sinking further into poverty. Nirupama understood everything from her father's worn face and anxious behavior. She longed to go home just to comfort him. One day she asked, "Father, take me home once." He agreed, but had no authority to do so. Finally, after humiliating efforts, he gathered 3,000 rupees and brought it to his in-laws. But the Rai Bahadur laughed and refused to accept such a small amount. Ashamed, Ramsundar returned without even seeing his daughter and vowed not to visit again until he could repay everything. Time passed. Nirupama sent messages, but he didn't come. Hurt, she stopped calling him. During the festival season, Ramsundar resolved to bring her home. He gathered some money and went again. This time, he met her, and both burst into tears. He said, "I've come to take you home, no more trouble." But his son revealed the truth. He had already sold the house. The family was on the verge of ruin. Realizing everything, Nirupama said firmly, "Father, if you give them even one more coin, you will never see me again. Am I just a bag of money? If you pay, that is the real humiliation." Ramsundar was shattered and returned home again without paying. But the matter didn't remain secret. When the in-laws found out, their cruelty toward Nirupama increased. Her husband had already gone away for work, and she was isolated. She fell seriously ill. Neglected, underfed, and exposed to cold, her condition worsened. Even then, her mother-in-law dismissed it as pretense. At last, Nirupama pleaded, "Let me see my father once." The request was denied. Only on the evening of her death was a doctor called, and it was too late. After her death, the family performed a grand funeral and lavish rituals, earning public praise for their display. Later, a letter arrived from her husband asking for his wife to be sent to him. The mother replied instead that they had arranged another marriage for him. This time, the dowry would be 20,000 rupees paid in full, up front.